life after death continues. Question number one. When a soul departs, are they in touch with the departed people? Because in earth there is a ceremony which is going on for anything between 3 to 11 days or 13 days. There are funeral happening, people are mourning. The soul who departed are in touch with those people at least for those, say, 13 days. And what happens after 13 days? Or it is not. So if you can explain that part, first 13 days and post 13 days.
Baba Singh, that is also true because, as I said, as the soul departs, it gets into that state of comfort and cushioning, right? And from then, there, no quick change is a good change, right? It has to be very gradual. So that the soul is given enough time, right? And it witnesses from that astral plane, right? It will witness from that astral plane the connects that it had, the life it lived, so on and so forth. So it is like, as I said, it is an overview. It is witnessing what is happening. And because your sanaskaric impressions just don't get snapped off. Your mortal body is going through a state of going back to dust. You are witnessing that. The soul witnesses that from an plane. It's like, as I said, watching from a glass tower. The soul is watching, yeah. It's with its guiding angel. It could be with its departed family members, whoever is there, and it will witness.
So the soul can witness like an observatory from
Yes,
the
it
astral
can
world.
observe and also be around. It is incognito, correct?
Yes.
No one can touch, feel. Can the soul touch and feel? Yes, the soul is very much around, and that is very prevalent in all religions. All religions talk about that, right?
So you go to the astral world, and for certain number of days you are allowed to observe and come back and be around your loved
Yes,
ones.
yes. Once that all is done and dusted, also moved on from that stage and getting healed, right? Then the soul.
So is it true that, like in India, once in a year there is a time before the Navratri where they say this is about Pitri Paksh, the departed ancestors are prayed for and they believe that they come back. Is it something happens like once in a year the departed souls can come back or be in touch? Just a ritual.
Baba Singh, as I've said, this is very ritualistic, right? So we hear a lot of things in the Eastern world, right? But in the Western world, also, like once a year, they remember their loved ones. It's more about comfort for those who have been left behind.
They go to the graveyards and put flowers and they
Correct.
spend some time in.
Correct. So in olden times and through mythology and whatever you call it, right? People were given the opportunity to engage, to remember their loved ones, right? So through planetary movements and positions, astrologically they must have, it would have been worked out like, okay, these are the dates which can be dedicated to the remembrance of your loved ones.
Departed
The
ones.
departed loved ones, correct. So yes, so it is up to you because as I said, a soul might take birth right away. So whom do you remember then? You think that soul has not taken birth. That's fine. But the soul may have taken birth. And many a times, after that calming period and that rest in peace period is over, it could 10, 50 years, 100 years, whatever in the astral world, the soul is probably not wanting to reconnect, right? So the soul moves on,
So soul doesn't want to look back
doesn't
in
want to
the
look back until
past
and
life.
unless that renegotiated stage comes. Okay, for whatever karmic impressions and cycles, you want to go back and take birth in that family. But even when you do, your memory is wiped out. You don't remember that you came back to the same loved ones. You could be born to your own child, your own son or your daughter, as their daughter or their child, but you don't remember that. Nor do they know which soul has come. Right. Yeah, we also talk about, people who connect with the other world, people are clairvoyant, people are mediums, right? Because they have that window open at that spiritual and soul level. So they can connect and they can see or whatever. But that's not really important and it's not really a very good feeling. It's not a good feeling. Yeah, people make professions out of it. And there are many a times where a great advantage. It has also been to an advantage to a lot of, in a lot of way. So if it is used in the right way, yes, because as I said, they have that little window left open at the soul level, but it is a dangerous window.
So you mean to say the connectivity needs to be
Snapped off.
snapped off
Absolutely.
and move on rather than
Absolutely.
holding on to your departed ones
Correct. Correct. It should
both
be
ways.
only, mediums only used for good work, not in any other way. And as I said, people who indulge in
Chits and things like
planchets and black magic, they will attract that energy because that energy is existing at a very low level, right? There's a lot of that is there is a lot of astral world energy which is below the earth, under the sea. It even exists there. So at a very low level, you will attract those energies because they could be energies which have been there due to suicide or they've been murdered, right? So, or they haven't got a closure from their previous birth, previous death. So those energies exist because they are going through their own trauma, and unless they give away all that complete energy, they exhaust it. Only then they will move forward, right? So that window will always be open. And of course, if you indulge in anything which is the dark side, you are leaving that window for them to come.
so basically, to summarize, during the period of mourning and ritualistic shraddh or whatever, make a closure of the departed one, they are allowed to observe and they are allowed to come and hang around and witness how their loved ones left behind are performing in
Yes.
their remembrance.
Yes. And see, many souls, they do a lot of universal work, right? So they might do some universal work for their immediate families and friends also. There are many instances where some things are not moving, not happening, some things are like stuck. Suddenly you'll find it's changing because they work with you.
So the departed one departs
The
and they
departed souls work with you.
and
Yes,
work with you
yes,
to
yes.
unknot the
Correct,
difficult knots to
correct.
help you to move around, move forward in your life.
Absolutely. A lot of things, a lot of change happens.
So my second question is, Baba, about the negotiation. You use this word couple of times, the judgment, juries, negotiation. So what kind of a negotiation happens and what kind of negotiation power one has and what kind of power one does not have in negotiating the next birth?
I think it's a huge Pandora box, as I explained. There is no one formula that works. Like it cannot be the same for every soul. It's something which is very much within wraps, as I said. It's very complex. So at this one-on-one soul level, it's a lot of combination and permutations, and there's no one formula, if I can put it straight. Like for example, if you're so hankering and want to be around with whom you have been in the past births, and you still want to go back there, right? Now, where are those souls presently on earth? Correct? If you're going to start from that present, okay, I want to be in this family because I had connects there and I strongly want to go back there for whatever reasons. You miss their love and affection, or you want to give back love and affection, or you want to do things for them, or you want them to do things for you. You see, then depending on that, it will start from there. So 10%, 20% of what you negotiate will start from there. Then from there, you will start back calculating. Okay, you want to go there, but that family might not be able to give you everything that you need for your next journey. Then you might say, okay, that's fine, but I still want to be there. Right? Okay, fine. Then what happens? You may not have the right environment to nurture you to be a good human being. You may be deprived with those souls because those souls may not have that kind of understanding. Right? They are very much into materialistic understanding, but not spiritual understanding. Then what do you get? You will only attract a part of the environment that you are in. Correct?
So in that situation, how the negotiation gets concluded? So
Yeah. Then look. You are, as I've said, you while once you take birth and you come to that level of consciousness where you work with your own free will and wish. There is no more hand holding exercise.
my question was, before birth, in that situation when pros and cons are given to the individual of what is the pros and cons for their desire and their choice to be born in a family. Do the negotiations